Let's have a little quick discussion. Why you can't trust black women, especially in today's modern day society. One thing over the years that a lot of people have taken for granted, especially a lot of brothers, that you need to pay attention to, you need to listen to. This woman is always looking for an opportunity to stab you in the back. Let's just face it. This is why she goes out of her way to compete with you. She would rather compete with her man rather than be cooperative, goal-oriented, as long as it aligns with your goals as a man in the household. She don't want to do that. This is why she chooses to compete with you. And will stab you in the back first chance she gets, especially if it benefits her. Because that's all that's important. What benefits her? Sure, as a man, you should never trust a woman 100% of the time anyway. But you look at the black community, as some would call it, full of dysfunction, and you can just look around at the root cause of it. It's always the black woman doing sneaky, conniving shit. They'll unite with each other, tongue in cheek, gnashing their teeth, this and that, like, this and that, if it's going up against the black man. See, they worship all other races of men, so they won't do that. They won't unite against them, but when it comes to uniting against the black man, they ready to do that shit. I've come to the realization that these bitches just exist to destroy black men, period. End of discussion. They've proven that time and time again. You raise up and you raise your voice at them, what they want to do. First thing they want to do is call the police on you. Knowing damn well there's a large chance that can go real left against you. We ain't stupid. We see what's been going on in this country over the years. Police murdering black men. And it don't even matter if some of these brothers was doing fuck shit to put themselves in certain situations, but now the atmosphere has been set. The temperature has been set. So even if you ain't one of these type of dudes that engage in all sorts of foolishness and bullshit on a regular basis, there's still an elevated chance that you could catch a bullet from the police just by them being called on you. Just by the call being exaggerated as far as the problem taking place in the household. Doesn't fucking matter. They'll do it anyway. So how much do they really love and care for you, brothers? And I know a lot of times there's a lot of people out there expected to be politically correct, say the right things, and you don't want to color outside the lines and all that bullshit. But that's part of the problem and shit. Black men have been silent too fucking long, just keeping this shit to ourselves. Some of us seek out therapy and hoping things will get better. The problem is, when you send yourself to therapy, that's not helping a situation, because a lot of times you can be in a therapist's office, especially if it's a woman, she might be brainwashing you to think that every aspect of the problems in your relationship or in your marriage is your fault. So that's not helping anything. You're being brainwashed into taking a blame for a woman that you probably shouldn't be with any fucking way. But you chose to ignore the red flags and everything that came with it just because In your mind, you're the fixer, you're the problem solver, and this is just another thing, another problem that needs to be fixed and solved. And in your back of your mind, you think, you know what, I can deal with this, I can fix this. Overlooking the aspect that maybe you shouldn't fix that shit. Maybe you should fucking leave. Maybe that's what you should do. And it's a lot of brothers that fall in that the unfortunate category that they allow themselves to be brain fucked into believing that, okay, if you decide to not fuck with black women anymore, then you're a traitor to your race. It's past time for brothers to realize and think, you know what? Well, fuck it. I'll be a traitor to the race then. As long as I can find happiness somewhere else, my stress levels will go down. I will live a much happier, healthier life. So if that means I have to be a race traitor in order to do that shit, you can call it and label it whatever the fuck you want. Doesn't matter. Because what matters is your peace of mind, your happiness, your tranquility. That should be most important to you brothers out there. It's time to truly be selfish. Sure, we've been accused of that over the decades already, all along. Oh, you're selfish. You just think about yourself, this and that. Now it's time to actually be that way because your lives depend on it. Your life depends on it now. You think all of a sudden you catching those mysterious chest pains just for the hell of it? Just for no reason at all? I was just heartburn. I had some, I just got through eating some giardiniera peppers on my Italian beef sandwich. So that's probably what, the heartburn is what got my chest hurting. It's nothing to worry about, nothing to see here. Yeah, that sounds good. It sounds all fancy. But that's not the reason you having those chest pains. That's the precursor of the stress fucking killing you. Because you think not dating and being with a black woman is race treachery. Even though they've been a traitor to the black man for decades. Living the throwing the rock high in your hand philosophy. They've been doing that shit. And nobody has ever shamed them under the guise of, don't do brothers like that. Don't do black men like that. You're being a traitor to your race when you do that. Nobody ever brings that to them. They allowed to walk around here treating black men any way they want. Nobody says a goddamn thing. Nobody does a goddamn thing. Well, you know what? It's past time for that. Not only is it time for us to start doing, it's time for us to start reacting and initiating a movement, the movement of SYSBM. Do not be ashamed of that, brothers. Especially if it brings you the peace of mind that you fucking deserve. Stop torturing yourself under the philosophy of, you know what? This woman makes me happy, but she's not black, so I can't be with her. Stop allowing the mass hypnosis of black women, the American black woman, to shame you into staying with them. Knowing damn well she does not make you happy. She does not bring peace to you. She's not going to work with you. She's going to work against you, directly and indirectly. And then when you call her out on that bullshit, she's going to act like she doesn't know what the fuck you talking about. But I'm pretty damn sure I'm not the only one at its wit's end and straight up tired of the bullshit and straight up tired of motherfuckers not saying what they think, mean, and act on that shit. So yeah, this call This call out is for all the black men out there. Do not be ashamed of being selfish. It's time we be selfish as fuck right now. From now on. Let the American black woman have all the penis envy she wants. Oh. You know, their favorite argument is, why is it okay for when black men sleep around, they're considered a stud, but when women do it, when black women do it, because black women are always, the majority of the time, using this silly-ass argument, but when black women do it, we're called hoes and stuff like that. It's not fair. You're damn right. Life is not fair, but it is what it is. This is the way it is, period. And I don't hear no bullshit about, you know, you hear somebody downstairs, an intruder in the house, you'll go downstairs just like the man would. Oh, if you don't wake up, no, that's a bunch of nonsense. You wake your man up and you let him know what's going on. He should go downstairs because that's his job, right? Y'all claim y'all want to be protected, right? And stay the fuck out of the way and shut the fuck up when it's time to be protected then. And as far as the protection thing goes, that's only for your husband or the man you're with who's the prospect of being a husband, and you are in the relationship because you are going to be a wife. There are roles for a reason. Just like a key opening many locks is a master lock. A lock that can be opened by any key is a worthless lock. Period. It's simple. Simple terminology, simple ideology to understand, but you can't get modern day black women to understand, and modern women as a whole to understand, especially those that want to follow the lead of black women, which is fucking stupid in itself, but you got a lot of bitches willing to do that shit. Anyway, just some shit the Blizz had to get off his chest, and there will be much more fire coming in the future. But for now, enjoy the snow. Your snow plows ain't gonna work on this one. Take it how you want to take it. Fuck it.